Hey everyone, Trevor Huntsinger with the Anderson Hicks Group, and today I have the pleasure of sitting down with Eric Shippen.
Hey.
Eric is an agent on our team, and I'm excited to learn a little bit more about you. Tell us about yourself.
So, grew up in Southeast Idaho. Been a part of real estate for about 22 years now. I kind of worked with Mike Hicks starting in about 2015, before it was Anderson Hicks Group. Then when they merged, I wasn't a part of Mike's team at that point. Mike approached me with Chris, and they came back, and I came back to the team in I think it was 2019 when they started, or when it merged.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing real estate ever since about 2004, 2005. So just love helping people, essentially.
Yeah.
So
2004. So you started real estate at what, like 12?
That's what everybody thinks. Yeah, I looked 12 at the time. Yeah, and it was super challenging, super hard because, there's a lot of hurdles to climb in real estate in general. But to win over a client, it's a lot harder when you look way younger than you are.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad for people today because you have the team aspect and the team concept. When I started, it was like, here's a phone book and here's his phone, and there's a computer over there.
Yep.
Get after it. So
Windows XP.
maybe not. No, I'm sure that's what it was. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway.
So you started young and also stuck through real estate through the 2008 bubble.
Yeah. Well, I was licensed. I wouldn't say I was really doing much production wise, but I'd sell 2 or 3, 4 homes at the time during that time. But yeah, I essentially had the luxury of being single, and I just didn't have the overhead that a guy with a family would have.
Yeah.
At that point. So I was able to kind of weather it. I did do some other odd jobs and side things to be able to manage through that. But yeah, I virtually, went through that downturn.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Anyone, whether you were like heavily in production or not, anyone that made it through that in real estate is a testament to your mindset.
Exactly. Yeah. I figured all through growing up, and, I'm not a quitter. There are things that I could be better at and could improve on, but I definitely am not going to quit. So
yeah. Yep. So, all right, you said you were born and raised East Idaho.
Yeah.
So went to like high school in Rigby?
Yeah, I grew up in Rigby, went to high school in Rigby. Then, been around, lived in Rigby virtually my whole life for about 40 years now, give or take a few. So yeah, overall just been Southeast Idaho. I've traveled a little bit out and around, but always Idaho's home.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Did you play sports in high school?
No. Well, up until high school I played, but I didn't grow. I was young. I looked young, and I was 5 foot. So, and I was at 125 pounds or 130 pounds as a senior in high school. So, sports for me was golf essentially. Yeah. I did play up until junior high, but yeah, it didn't grow, and so it wasn't going to fare well for me if I tried.
Yeah.
So
instead of sports in high school, that's where you started in real estate.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, played golf in high school, and dabbled in real estate. So I grew up, with a background in construction. So my family's always been in construction, and so I kind of naturally gravitated to where real estate and construction kind of goes hand in hand, and kind of fit for me. I wasn't a big student in school. I didn't love school.
Yeah. So
it felt like, this would be a good fit, and I love it.
Yeah.
There's challenges, but that's good because everybody has challenges.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So do you still golf?
Not as much. I probably play twice a year at most. I'm kind of addicted to real estate.
Yeah.
So I should get out more and do more things, but I will play, but I just don't get much time to do it.
Yeah. Like the Guy Far tournament.
Yeah. Once in a while.
In a while.
I played in it maybe once or twice, but, and occasionally a title company will reach out and I'll go play or whatever. But, I keep telling myself I'm going to go get back into it and play a lot more, but haven't done it yet. So,
yeah. Hey, I've only played one round of 18 holes in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, at High C.
Oh,
It was a family member's birthday, and we went camping for his birthday. And he convinced me and packed an extra set of clubs.
wow.
And
That
yeah,
surprises me being in this industry that people haven't pulled you to go play and haven't taken it up, because most everybody that gets into real estate takes up golf because
yeah,
they think, oh, I can set my own schedule, I can do what I want, and so they decide to golf more than sell, maybe.
yeah, yeah. I mean, my theory on that is that they must have been like recording those 18 holes at high C, and everybody's like, we don't want him there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a frustrating game. I mean, but if you have one or two good holes in an 18-hole round, it's what pulls you back to play again. You know?
Yep, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. So, all right, real estate. You have a wife. You have
Yeah. So
kids.
I didn't really tell you anything about my family. So I have a wife and 4 kids now, 3 daughters and a little boy that was born in January.
That's awesome.
So, and that's the family, and we live up in Rigby, and I love my kids and love my wife, and we have a lot of fun together. My kids love to cheerlead. My daughters do. So I think you know a little bit.
Oh,
about
I
that.
know a lot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to steer them into something else, but then again, I have to temper my own things because it's not me, it's them, and they need to experience life and do what they want. And so I'm learning to adapt and start letting them, find their passions and find their excitements and just follow,
Yep. Yeah, I was the same way. Like, because my wife, she cheered from when she was little all the way through high school.
Mine did as well.
And I always joke with her that cheer's not a sport. And boy, I get some looks. But I'm not joking. Like my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter, they both cheer. My oldest daughter's on a competitive cheer team. Like this year, they went down to Summit in Arizona. They qualified for nationals at Disney. And like the athleticism that is required in that sport. And like I didn't think she did track camp last summer. And I'm like, you cheer. Like I see you run around when you're warming up. There's no way in track that you're going to go out. She went out there and blew all the boys out of the water.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, cheer, you are fit.
Yeah.
So there is hope.
Yeah.
There's hope.
Well, I realized I had sisters that cheerleaded. My wife was a cheerleader. I'm just trying to steer them just because of my own like enjoyment of watching something, because I'd rather watch other things, but it is a sport and they do work hard.
Yes.
For all the things they enjoy doing. I mean, it's a lot of activity, I guess I would say.
Yeah, it is the endurance and the strength and the learning and memorization of all that they do. It's insane. Yeah, so
for sure.
Yeah. And now after 3, you got a boy.
Yeah. Little boy that's 2 months well, I lose track of time. He's 3 months old now. Just the baby. We're not having any more, so he'll be a spoiled little guy, I'm sure. My wife's already got him wrapped around, like she's enthralled, and which she should be. I'm excited, and my daughters love him, so I don't get a lot of time with him because they're all taking care of him. But no, I'm excited for just the things that you get to do as a dad with the boy and also with my girls. It's I do love my girls, and I would have been content and happy with just girls, but it's exciting to have a boy.
Yep.
So
different element.
Yeah, for
different
sure.
Craziness that you'll have in the house.
It's a completely different feeling. Like you go home and he's just mellow and peaceful and quiet and doesn't cause a ruckus. But I mean, he's young still. But I remember when my daughters were brand new, when they cried, you could hear it outside. So
they had the pipes.
His cry doesn't quite keep me up like the girls did. So but it's fun. It's exciting. Never, there's lots of things that are ahead of us, that we don't even know. So we're excited for that.
Best time of life.
Yeah.
chasing those little ones.
Raising kids and doing real estate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
So, you said really your passion when it comes to like hobbies or sports or anything like that is real estate, and you actually,
I just like to help people. I would say
yeah,
my passion more than anything is just to see people win at life.
yeah,
And so this is a great vehicle to be able to do that, be able to see people accomplish things that, that, and just be a part of their journey in life and seeing them win. I love to, I'm not a person that wants people to fail. I'm always encouraging and wanting to coach and help and give advice and, see people win
yeah,
in life. So
yeah,
it's hard enough, in general, life in general is hard enough. So,
yep,
you need some support in life. And I luckily have really good support. My wife is very, very supportive and very, very, giving of her time and of everything to allow us to do what we do and the time that goes into helping others. And so I'm grateful for her, and I'm grateful to be able to be a part of this industry and help others.
yep.
So
Yeah, and you were talking earlier about your family that really has a history in construction.
yeah,
And so that in the industry, people don't realize how much of a leg up that can give you on understanding the types of homes and how they're built and areas you have to look out for and things that make a difference to a potential homeowner that you can help them understand by having that knowledge, plus 22 years of experience in the industry.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably what started and gave me the most confidence when I first started in real estate is because I knew the product, right?
Yeah.
The problem I always came across is people would see me and look at my face and think, oh, he's too young. Doesn't know what he's talking about. But in reality is I knew the product.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had confidence in the product, but I had to build my self-confidence with people and being able to have that confidence and be able to show that to them so that they could know that I was competent and confidence, right?
Yeah.
Or confident. So, I mean, those two things go hand in hand. And without competence, you wouldn't have confidence. And without the other, you wouldn't have the other. So it's kind of a win-win there.
Yep.
If you have them both, then you really can accomplish whatever you're looking to do.
Absolutely.
So,
yep. And so you were talking about working with Mike some back in like 2015, joined the team, Anderson Hicks Group in 2019.
Yeah.
And then went on, I would call sabbatical, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was still in the industry. I went and did my own thing for another 3 years there and just decided that wanted to come back and wanted to be back involved with everything that Anderson Hicks has to offer and the environment essentially and be able to grow and see where it goes from there.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, we were super excited to welcome you back in. And, most people that know anything about Anderson Hicks Group, they know that like they are getting what we call our 10 plus experience. Like we have the best team as far as staff goes and expertise in the industry. But for you, it was even beyond that. Like coming back in, what's one of the things that has just stood out to you of like, man, this is what I was missing?
Well, I mean, one of the things that there's lots of things that brought me back, but one of the things that I was surprised by was the integration with Place and what really Place what they're about and what they have to offer. Like it was night and day from like just from when I left before to coming back, like just the overall opportunity that's available to us.
Yeah.
And the partnerships that are created and the opportunities that will will come as a result of those partnerships is probably one of those like one of those things that was unexpected, but I'm grateful for. Beyond that, like knowing what I was gonna get by coming, like just knowing everybody that was involved, knowing the high level of everything that's done there at Anderson Hicks. I just knew that, like, if I want to accomplish my goals, there's a vehicle there that is going to be able to allow me and to support me to be able to do whatever it is I want to do. So, like you said, the sabbatical was a sabbatical to, I mean, I wanted to be able to see if I could do it on my own, and I can. I mean, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish there, and realized that that I can do it on my own. But I chose that I would rather not.
Yeah.
And it was a realization that I figured out, earlier this year. So I decided to come back. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to come back and to have the relationships to be able to do so. Because there are certain times where if you don't have a good relationship and you burn those relationships one way or the other, the opportunities are gone. So that's one thing I don't ever want to take advantage of or for granted, is the relationships, because that's what real estate is too. It's about building the relationships. But I'm grateful to be able to have good relationships in the industry in general. So
yeah, and one thing since you've come back onto the team, we have our morning meetings, and the joy that I can see in you of being surrounded, because I think it's this mutual joy, because even when you weren't on the team for 3 years, and when you were 3 years ago and beyond then, like you had strong relationships with Nicole and Janelle and Mike, and it's super cool to see. And then like you are a very well-respected agent in the community, that these newer agents that came onto the team in those 3 years that now are sitting there going through Power Up in the morning, launching the day, their opportunity to hear your insight and your input. Like there's been a ton of shout outs that you may have not even heard of the different input that you have in those meetings, that it's super cool to hear. So
yeah, that's exciting. I love to help people and to be able to provide any insights if I can. So it's great. I'm grateful for that, whether I hear it or don't hear it. Like my door's always open, and that's what I would want anybody to always think is, if they ever needed anything, they could come to me.
So if there were somebody out there watching this right now and they're like, you know what, I really do want to buy a home, or I really do want to sell my home and move into my next milestone or my next journey in life, what would you tell them right now?
You never can. Well, the biggest thing I would say is, let's sit down and get to understand what it is that where your pain points are, or where your frustrations are, or what's caused you to think about doing something in real estate, and let's see if it's the right thing. I mean, I'm always of the opinion that there's never a bad time to buy or sell real estate, unless it's going to be a short term. The only time you lose in real estate is if you're forced to sell, or if you're forced to do something when you don't really have control of your circumstances, if that makes sense. But beyond that, like, real estate is always up and to the right. That's a Ben Kinneyism, I think, from being on some of those place calls. They always just say it's up and to the right. But again, if you're trying to time something, it's probably, that's where we need to sit down and understand and figure out if it is the right time or the right situation. But I would say let's get together and see, what we can do to put a game plan together to see if it's the right thing. And if it's not, I'll be the first to tell you. It might be better to wait, or it might be better to do something different, or
Yep.
or whatever the circumstance would call for, I guess.
Yep. And even the opportunities that, because I know you have experience in this, to where somebody may be thinking of selling their home to buy another home. You have the experience of also looking at a third option to where it's keep your home and invest.
Yeah.
And be able to create this portfolio of real estate that can drive revenue over time.
Yeah.
And you have experience in that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say, that's one of the things that I think gets sometimes overlooked or forgotten, either as a brand new agent or even as a seasoned agent, somebody that's been in the business, depending on how you position your business. If you look at real estate as a vehicle to build wealth, then that means that everybody that's out there that wants to build wealth is always available. I mean, they're potential clients is
Yep.
what I'm trying to say. Like, anybody's a potential client, because everybody should want to try to build wealth, and being able to build wealth through real estate is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I've done a little bit of that in the past. I've helped build a local property management business over the last 4 or 5 years. I've invested and done fix and flips, bought some rentals, and helped a lot of investors buy rental properties in general. So that it is one of those niches that I would love to help anybody that's looking to buy or sell real estate, or invest. If you're looking for rentals or opportunities, our market may not be the greatest as far as cap rates and the investment in general right now, but let's get together and brainstorm ideas and figure out a way to get you some doors if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And there's lots of different ways to look at it, whether it's you're looking at the growth in equity, or if you're looking at cash flow, or if there's so many different scenarios, and it's dependent on the client of what they're looking to do.
Right. And not that I want to push anybody outside of our market, but in the event that they were looking to buy or invest in real estate outside of our local market, get with me anyway, because we have a what's the word I'm looking for? A network of agents all across the country that I could connect you with, that are professionals that do it full time, that have boots on the ground and can be able to facilitate things, because we know you're not probably going to move to those markets, but they can set you guys up to where, or to where you have a property manager, a handyman, and all the things you need to be able to be here and manage properties in other parts of the country.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And so really all aspects of real estate, whether it's residential, land, investment, like, you have experience in it, and that brings power.
Yeah.
Like,
the only thing I would say, like, I haven't done large commercial stuff, but small commercial, 1 to 4 units, and or small land development, commercial stuff, I do have some knowledge in, and if not, I have resources behind me that we can definitely facilitate any transaction that's needed and is available to us. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out. Love to chat and just see what we can do to better your situation and or help you accomplish whatever goal it is you're looking to accomplish.
Yep. Perfect. Well, if anyone out there is thinking about doing real estate, you've got a very experienced agent sitting beside me that super fun sitting down with you today, by the way.
It. Thank you. Yeah.
And
excited to be able to sit here and chat for a bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And if you do need help in real estate, whether it's, like I said, residential, land, investment, small commercial, just have general questions. Like, Eric is a wealth of knowledge, and I know that he will be great to work with. And I know he definitely hopes that you would be reaching out to him, and that he has that opportunity to help you in your next real estate adventure. And so with that said, Eric, thanks for sitting down today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Take care.